Now, as we turn our attention to Top Alcohol Funny Car, you take a look at the national points right now. It doesn't say Frank Manzo at the top of the heap. It says Mickey Farrell. However, Frank Manzo's here.
Yeah, and for one of the very few times in his career, I would say that Frank Manzo has to win this race, or should win this race. There is nobody else in this field right now that can run with Frank. I mean, point of fact, he's almost 0.2 of a second better than the #2 car. Lance Van Houten, much improved. We've talked about him the last couple of races. He's the #2 guy. Vern Motes is here in the field. Paul Gill could be the sleeper, but based on what we've seen in qualifying over the last couple of days, this is Frank's race to win.
Wicked quick once again for Alan Abbey. He has made his way safely into round #2. The other round 1 highlights, let's take a look at them, starting right now with Scott McVeigh taking on Thomas Carter. A great race for both.
Yeah, it really was. Scott McVeigh coming here. You talk about guys protecting home turf like Vern Motes. Scott McVeigh, a big-time Division 5 runner, loves coming here and running to this race. Thomas Carter, one of the great new drivers here, comes over from the IHRA trail, starts to become a factor here, and he gets the win. 5/78 for both cars, and again, by a slight edge on the starting line, the doctor gets the win.
That flash of flame out of McVeigh's car probably cost him the run. Richard Cortino's the #8 qualifier. He's taking on Vern Motes.
Let me tell you, Vern's got that new look team with Kendall. He's had them on as long as I can remember. Rick Cortino runs his first 5-second run, but Vern's second best ET of the weekend, 5.66, really closes that performance gap between he and Frank Manzo. Vern making his 253rd appearance. That's more than anybody in the history of the alcohol funny car class.
We should have 8 racers in round #2, but we are down to 5, and you see Frank Manzo will get a bye into the semifinals, where he will take on either Vern Motes or Paul Gill. Vern Motes picking his lane, the big Division 5 champ we talked about before. Then it will be Lance Van Houten or Thomas Carter going to their first final ever. That's big.
Yeah, it really is. One of the non-winners on tour is going to get that bye run in the semis and into the money round, but first they've got to worry about the guy in the other lane in round 2.